Hello and namaste and welcome to my channel. So this is Season Shrestha and coming up with a new vlog today. So today's video is going to be all about my experience and learning that I have gained in this past year while I have been in the UK. So I made this video while I was new to the country, and it was some basic things that I wanted to share. How to start as a student, what to look for before you are here, things to guide you. So in this past year, it has been a very good, truly a very good journey as a student, as a newcomer to this country, and all the environment that I have faced. So I wanted to share my experience, my learning again, and reflect what has changed in this year. So we came to this country in February 2023 and it's already February 20 today. So that's the main thing about today's video, to take on the main 5 learnings that I have been able to capture in my journey. Before moving on with the video, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel and help me grow my channel more. I am looking forward to more subscribers, more views in future. Now let's get on with the video. So the first thing that I have realized, that being in a foreign country or in another country, we go and pursue our dreams of studying or earning more money. So what I realized that coming to the UK was, you need to learn to push your limits. I was back in my country, it was just like 9 to 5 job, then go home and you eat, you spend time with your family, sleep, repeat. It was similar, and in the weekend you used to go out, have fun, that was it. But here you need to do more than that. You have to push your limits, you have to work beyond those hours, you have to think to side hustle or do more jobs than one. If you are a student, that's limited, but if you are coming as a dependent in a work visa, then you have to do more. So it's never going to be enough. It's not just 95, it could be from 6 to 6 or 14 hours of job, and this is up to you. So you have to be able to push your limits if you want to grow in terms of economy, in terms of knowledge, in every in every aspect. You need to provide your 100% and you need to be able to push your limits. So keep that in mind if you want to come to another country. You are not going beyond what you are doing back in your country. You need to get out of your comfort zone. The second is mostly about being a student or any employee or any business entrepreneur. So if you want to be continuously growing, you have to spend some time learning new things, because by nature human beings are meant to learn new things. So if you don't spend any time learning new things or new activities, exploring your things, exploring beautiful nature or anything like that, that makes your life more interesting, then it kind of gives you a feeling of stagnant. You become more complacent, boring. You feel like your life is getting not to that level. You feel like you need to quit your job or you need to get out somewhere. So that has to be a kind of routine for you to follow and learn new things. It could be YouTube, it could be books, it could be literature, anything new, continuous learning methods. There are a lot of platforms that you can, for example, Udemy courses on photography, video making, accounting, banking, learning arts. So this has to be preserved. You need to continue your learning. So that's what I realized, and this has to be your own responsibility, not your bosses, not your family. You have to pursue that. So keep learning and continue in your professional growth, your personal development, things like that. So I would recommend highly to spend at least 1 hour in a week, if you are a professional, or few minutes, anything, to learn new things in life. So that keeps you going. So that's what I have realized here, and from the environment that I have been brought up in the university, in my work and everything. So the third thing, it might feel like I'm giving you a lecture, but I have learned this in the shortest span of time, and what I realized was this: if I had these things learned back in my country, I would never have come back to another country, a foreign country. So that is a big lesson for me. So the third lesson that I want to share is, don't put in a long-term objective if you are not that kind of a person. Don't keep an aim that you can achieve in 1 year. Don't think that I'll do this in 1 year time. That's a long time. It puts a lot of pressure. think about tomorrow first, think about a week first, think about a month first, or just what you are going to do in the next hour. So putting a short span in the objective setting helps you keep calm, not be in tension, not worry about the future, not be anxious. So keep that in mind, that if you put short-term objective, then you will be able to achieve those properly in a successful manner and in time, rather than achieving or being a failure and postponing it again and again, procrastinating, not being consistent. So things like that. I have been a very kind of person who procrastinates a lot, not consistent, but with this method that I have learned coming to the through books, through some novels, through some YouTube videos, I have realized that if you put a short objective, an aim, then you might be able to get those. So you have to keep on trying, and you have to be specific, you have to keep a time routine, and then you will be able to reach what you want to do. So that's the third lesson, and I have been even trying to convey this to myself and trying to adapt to this, which I have my first priority these days. So I think this could be the fourth and very interesting thing that I'm going to say as a finance professional. Learn to invest, learn to diversify, learn to manage your budget in time. If you don't, then you will not be able to manage anything else. So you have to learn to be able to manage finance. Track your expenses, income, and manage accordingly. Learn to save, learn to invest, learn to diversify, stocks, gold. There are a lot of things that you could do instead of just saving in the bank and just spending whatever you earn. So this is going to be a life lesson. So you have to be able to save, plan your finances, and then you have to act like. So the last one, the fifth one is, don't take anything for granted. Wherever you are, don't take granted for even your family, your environment, anything, any people. You might never know what you don't have. You realize the value of something when it's gone. So that's the main thing. So don't take anything for granted. Take care of people. You have to be able to reach out them. Be grateful for the things that you have, and you have to take care of people, your things. You have to be respectful. And this might sound funny, that even the nature you cannot take it for granted. For example, in the UK, sun is very rare. You get to see the sunlight very rarely in winter, so that's why you have this vitamin D and calcium deficiency. You have to take supplements for this, which is not good. So the weather back in Nepal was very good. It was a healthy weather, and I'm not saying that the weather here is that bad, but it's comparatively a lot better in terms of the sunlight, the 4 seasons that we get, the food variety we get. So that's what I have been able to summarize. And I miss Nepalese food, the weather, the Himalayas, mountains, river, nature, family gathering, the social life and everything, which I think you realize once you leave your country and you go to somewhere else. So that might not be the same case for everyone. For me, it has been that, and I have been able to cope up and then live with it. So these are the lessons that I have learned. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you liked the video, and do subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.